Hello dear students, welcome. Today you are going to know about the third poem of your book, Hornbill. The name of the poem is The Voice of the Rain and it is written by Walt Whitman. You must have heard the sound of the rain, but here the poet is telling us the voice of the rain. Voice is actually a quality given to human beings. So here the poet Walt Whitman is actually telling us that he has had a conversation between the rain and rain has told him about itself. So let's know what rain has told our poet Walt Whitman. So first of all about the poet. Walter Walt Whitman was an American poet, essayist and journalist. A humanist, he was a part of the transition between transcendentalism and realism, incorporating both views on his work. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon, often called the father of free verse, where there is no rhyming scheme, where there are no limitations, where there are no rules and regulations followed by the poet. Free verse, whatever he felt like. So the poem is, "And who art thou?" said I to the soft falling shower, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. So in the beginning lines, Walt Whitman said that he asked to the soft falling shower, means the soft falling rain, he asked, "And who art thou means who are you?" He asked the rain, and which, strange to tell, gave me an answer. Why it is strange? Because the rain is answering, so it is strange. That is why poet said, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer. Who gave an answer? The rain, as here translated. And now the part of the poem is the voice of the rain, what the rain told the poet. Rain said, "I am the poem of earth," said the voice of the rain. "Eternal, forever, I rise, impalpable, out of the land," impalpable, which is untouchable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence, where, vaguely, unclearly formed. There is no clear shape of the clouds, altogether changed and yet the same. Rain says that the rain starts from the bottomless sea, it goes upwards to heaven. Okay, there it changes because the from the sea water evaporation is there, and then the droplets get frozen, and there they become cloud. So although the water shape is changed, but still it is the same, it is the water. I descend means come down, like descending order. I come down to lave, wash the draughts, DROUGHTS, please, G is there. I come down to wash the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only. Rain said that if I do not come down, the seeds will remain seeds only, latent, hidden, unborn. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin. Rain says that forever, day and night, when I come down here on the earth, I give life to my own origin. Origination of the rain is the bottomless sea, it is the earth. And when the rain comes, it beautifies the whole nature, it beautifies the earth. So, although the rain has originated from this place, but it beautifies the same place as well and make pure and beautify it. Next lines, which are in parentheses, these are very important lines. For song, issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. Now rain is compared with song. For song as a song issuing from its birthplace, comes from its birthplace. Suppose a musician has made it and then he has given it to the public. After fulfillment means it goes to each and every ear, place, human being. Wandering, the song goes from one place to another. One person listens to the song and he recommends it to another one, or it gets popular slowly. Wrecked or unwrecked, popular or not popular, liked or not liked. There are so many songs which are liked by some people, but it's not necessary that the same song is liked by each and every person. It may be liked by someone, but it may be disliked by someone else. Duly with Love returns. But this song, the person who liked the song, Duly with Love returns. Okay, similarly, the process of this rain, it gets evaporated, then it goes there upwards, then get frozen, come as the shape of clouds, and then the rain is there on the earth and it beautifies it. Some people like rain, but some do not like the rain, but it gets on its process forever and ever. So let's now discuss the summary of the poem. The Voice of the Rain celebrates rain and the accompanying water cycle that supports life and benefits the earth. We have seen how the rain has told about the water cycle in the introduction. The poet recounts a conversation he had with the falling raindrops. He asks the rain, "And who art thou?" And strangely, the rain answers, calling itself the poem of earth. So, what is the poem of earth? Rain. The rain says that it is born in the form of intangible vapors that rise eternally from the earth's land and deep water bodies. It then reaches upwards towards heaven in the form of clouds, impalpable, which cannot be touched, vaguely formed and altogether changed. Yet, at its core, it remains the same as it was at birth. It's water, whether frozen or heated, but it's water. It then returns to its origin, that is the earth, as raindrops to wash away the dust and rejuvenate, revive the drought-ridden and dry land. Okay, it goes from the earth, but it gives life to earth again. Then in the last lines, the poet compares the rain to a poem or song. A song is born in the heart of a human, and after giving pleasure and joy to one and all, come back to the creator in the form of appreciation. We listen to some song and we hum it and we like it and we listen to it continuously for many days, weeks, or perhaps years. But for the creator, the song will always be there, and if you have liked the song, he will be having it with appreciation. Similarly, what is the comparison between rain and song? That is, rain originates from the earth and the bottomless sea, soars up, goes up to heaven, taking the form of clouds, and comes down to give joy to its birthplace and makes it clean, pure, and beautiful. Similarly, the song comes back to the creator. The song is always there with the creator in the form of appreciation. We can have some new song, but the creator will be having that song close to his heart always. Important points. Personification is the literary device used in the poem because voice of the rain. Rain doesn't speak. So the poet has used personification. Next, there are two speakers in the poem, the poet and the rainfall. Third is the poem begins in a conversational tone. Means the poet has asked some question from the rain and rain is answering. The first two lines from the question put by the poet to the rainfall and the rest constitute the answer of the rainfall. There is a parallel drawn between rain and music. Both originate from a source, rise up, get popular, reach fulfillment, wander about, goes from here and there, and finally return to their origin back. Song goes to the creator back and rain goes to its origin, bottomless sea. The present poem is a nature poem that deals with the cyclic movement of rainfall, how it begins with the water evaporation and how it goes up and gets frozen and then comes back. So water cycle is also there. So this is your poem. Now some important points for your spoken English. So let's discuss some words, how to use informally and then formal. We can speak mad. You are mad with your friends or close ones. But formally we can say you have got insane. Are you insane? Allow. Let me in. Allow me in. Eager. Avid. Dare. Challenge. Hurt. Damage. Show. Informally. Demonstrate. formally. Avoid, and formally we can use it evade. Sick, ill, give up, quit. Empty, we say it vacant. Mend, we say it as repair. Idea, notion. See, but formally it should be said like observe. Need, do you need something? But formally, do you require something? Live, where do you live? Formally, where do you reside? Whole, entire. Blow up, explode. Thanks, gratitude. Okay, so these are the words you can use informally and formally, both ways I have given it to you. Note down these words and try to use them as per the situation demands. Then uh, you'll be coming out as a good speaker. Okay, have a good day.